Hi, welcome back. And today we're going to talk about building tech confidence for seniors. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like technology is moving so fast that it's almost left you behind? And maybe you've wondered, is it really too late for me to learn this stuff and make money online? Well, here's the truth, it's not too late. You're definitely not behind, and you don't need to be a tech expert to make this work. In fact, you might even be closer than you think. If you're new here, this channel is all about helping people, especially those over 55, learn how to create additional income online in a way that feels simple, achievable, and realistic. Because let's be honest, for many people approaching retirement, there's a quiet concern in the background. Will I actually have enough? What happens if costs keep rising, particularly with the events that are going on at the moment? Do I have any other options? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So, first, let's clear something up. Technology is not the barrier, confidence is the barrier. Most of the tools available today are actually designed for beginners. They're simpler than ever, more intuitive than ever, and in many cases, they do most of the heavy lifting for you. So instead of thinking, I'm not good with technology, start thinking, I just haven't been shown the right way yet. So let's talk about website builders. Let's start with the basics. If you want to build income online, your website becomes your home base. Now, don't worry, this is where people often panic, but building a website today is nothing like it used to be. When I first started building websites, it was all to do with HTML coding and all sorts of things like that. It was really, really frustrating and complicated. But platforms like WordPress, Wix, or Squarespace allow you to create a professional looking site without any coding, without any technical knowledge, and at your own pace. And if you can send an email, you can build a website. So, email marketing, this is a big one. Now, this might sound a bit technical, but it really isn't. Think of it simply as staying in touch with people who are interested in what you have to say. Tools like MailChimp or ConvertKit allow you to send helpful tips to your followers, build trust with your followers, and eventually recommend products or services. And the best part, most of this can be automated, so it just works quietly in the background. In other words, you set it up once and it keeps working away for you, even when you're not there, you're asleep, you're on holiday, whatever. Now let's talk about social media. I know it's not just for the younger generations. Platforms like Facebook and YouTube are incredibly powerful for sharing your knowledge, your experience, and your message. You don't need to be everywhere, just pick one platform and keep it simple. Over time, you'll find your voice, and that's where confidence really starts to grow. So, creating content creation tools. Now, here's where things start to get a bit fun. So, creating content used to be complicated. It's not anymore, but it used to be coming up with ideas yourself. It used to be searching on Google and spending hours. It could take a week to write a blog post. But tools like Canva allow you to design professional graphics in minutes. Apps like CapCut or InShot make video editing simple. And tools like Grammarly help you write clearly and confidently. These tools are all built for beginners. And once you start using them, you'll be surprised how quickly you improve. So, unless you've been living in a cave or under a rock, you must have heard of AI, artificial intelligence tools. Now, this is where things have really changed in recent years. Tools like ChatGPT can help you come up with ideas, write content, plan your business, even structure your marketing. So instead of staring at a blank page, you're guided step by step. For many people, this is the moment where everything clicks. So, after all that, turning it into income because that's what we're after doing. And at some point, this is what you'll want to do. And again, this is much simpler than people think. Platforms like PayPal or Stripe allow you to receive payments, sell digital products, and offer your services. There's no complicated systems, just straightforward, secure payments. And there's also learning and support. Now, here's something really important. You can absolutely go out and figure all this out on your own, but it's much easier and much faster when you follow a structured path. That's why I often recommend platforms like the Modern Wealthy platform. is where I started, it's where I continue to grow. Because instead of guessing your way through everything, you're shown step by step what to do, in what order, and how to actually turn it into income. And it's designed specifically with the beginner in mind. So you're not left feeling overwhelmed. Now let's take a look at the bigger picture. Let's zoom out for a moment. Right now, a lot of people are worried about the rise in living costs, pension limitations, and financial uncertainty. But once you learn a few simple online skills, everything changes because you're no longer relying on just one source of income. You've created something incredibly powerful, and that's the ability to earn on your own terms, at your own pace, and from your own home. So, if this has given you even a small sense of possibility, start simple. Pick one tool, learn one skill, take one step. Because confidence doesn't come before action, confidence comes because of it. And if you found this helpful, give it a like, consider subscribing for more content like this. And if you'd like to learn more about how to get started step by step, I've left a link below for you to explore. There's links to my website and blog posts. Take your time with it, see if it feels right for you. And remember, it's never too late to build something new. So, with that, I say thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.